want to get rid of just a little bit of that miss to the right. So if we strengthen that left hand, just so you can start to see that second knuckle, the middle finger knuckle there, as you look down at it at address. You might start missing it more left, but that's good. And we're going to kind of tinker with that and get you kind of in that happy medium throughout these lessons. So if you start to miss everything left, that's good. Okay. I just want to get rid of that right hand miss. So that ball is creeping forward again in your stance. So that's part going back to setup again, right? So now we have a pitch shot, trying to get over an obstacle, or maybe we're right on the edge of the green here. Maybe we're back there by the curb. We have a lot of long grass to get over. We can't chip it quite through this long grass. We get caught up. So we need to hit it up and over that long grass and get it on the green to roll out. So, with no wrist hinge, kept that ball low. We're going to use some wrist hinge to get that ball to go up a little higher. So some to none. We're going to keep our body rotation the same as that nut to nut. Okay? We're just going to add this right here. We're just going to hinge those wrists, pick that club up, and then we're going to swing the same way down and through impact. We're going to keep that wrist hinge from flipping over this way. We're going to finish in that same follow-through position as that nut to nut shot. Okay? So, to get the ball to go a little higher now too, I'm going to put the ball back in the middle of my stance. I'm not going to play it back and center. I'm going to play it right in center. Feet still close together. And then some to none. Some to none. Yep. See, that ball flew right 3/4 way to the hole and then rolled out the last quarter. The chip shot was about the opposite. It flew 1/4 and rolled out 3/4. Okay? So we're always rotating our body here to move this club. We're just introducing this wrist hinge on the backswing and then holding it on the way through to the same follow through as the nut to nut. That ball goes nice and high. It doesn't roll out as far. Okay? Good. You're trying to hold off that sum to sum. You're getting a little bit of sum on the follow through. Yeah, exactly. So I just want you to feel just like that chip shot. Keep that left wrist nice and firm as it goes through impact as you release that sum. There you go. Good. That back side of the release. There we go. And that's the problem with the 60 for this shot. That was great technique, but it was so much loft that it came up short. You had to swing really hard to get it to fly more and then roll out the right distance. So, let's go to your 56. We're going to do the same swing, it's just 4 degrees less loft, so it's going to get that ball to go a little lower and roll out just a little more. So what I'm going to look for is your club face on the way back in the backswing. Yep, so that's what I was worried about. So right here when that club is parallel to the ground, your club face is pointing down at the ground, because that's a shut position. So I need you to get the toe pointing straight up in the air in that position. Okay, so that's all it is. So what I want you to do as you set up there is just make these little pump fakes just to that position there. Get that club parallel to the ground, and we want to see that toe point straight up. So you'll feel a little bit of rotation in your hands. Okay. So we're just going, club gets parallel to the ground, toe is up. That's all we're looking for. Good try. So now you're seeing that ball go left again. So really, I got to get that face opened up on the backswing. Okay. Good try. So you're actually hitting the board in front of the ball instead of kind of behind it or right under it. That's why you're hitting the ball first and it's going right. Does that make sense? So the board, so go ahead and set up for me. So that last one, the reason it went to the right, we're opening that face. You actually came down, you hit the ball with the heel here, the hosel, the club was pointing right, and then you went down into the board. We want to hit the board about right here and swing through. Does that make sense? You feel the difference there? Yeah. Back here. Line, put that line right in the middle of your stance. Get your knees pointing at the target as you keep your head nice and still. Good. There we go. And then if you're struggling with distance control, especially you, Zach, as hard as you're swinging, I just swing a little tiny bit softer. Okay. Same length, just don't be as aggressive down at the bottom. That's how I vary my distance out of the sand. There you go. Good.